Alright guys, welcome back. So we're in the garage again today. I'm getting the boat ready to head out on another trip. I'm going to be gone I think for 4 days on this trip, and I'm meeting up with some other guys. We should have 2 boats, etc., and we're going to be doing some fishing and some camping. I don't actually know where I'm going to stay at, but anyways, to get ready for that, since I'm going to be dragging the boat about 5 hours each way, and that's going to be the longest trip that I've taken with it, I'm going to make myself like a mud flap that mounts to the hitch on my truck. There's some stuff out there. I believe the most widely known brand is called Rock Tamer. So I'm basically building myself some knockoff Rock Tamers, but I believe I have everything I need. So in the garage here, I have this big old hunk of aluminum that I picked up from the store. I've got this piece, which was too thin, but that was the thickest stuff that I could find locally. So my buddy Greg hooked me up with this piece here of scrap, and we're going to be using that. And then I got a U-bolt, some various nuts and bolts, and I think I have enough washers to do this. But let's pop this door open, and I'll kind of show you on the back of the truck. Alright, so I've got some giant mud flaps that I purchased right here. They're huge. And basically, it's just going to kind of hang off of the back of the truck, like so. Although I don't think I'm going to have them rotated that way, because I don't quite need them that wide. So they're going to be more like this on each side. They'll have a big mud flap, and I'll probably trim those down a little bit. Obviously, it needs to be a couple of inches off the ground, and I don't need it that tall, so I will end up cutting some of that off. There are some mounting holes already in this on the other side, so I'll probably actually end up cutting it at least here. Maybe it'll be down there, but it'll just bolt on right here. If I can get it to balance. Before I cut on it, I gotta cut some off, but anyways, that's gonna bolt on right there, and that's gonna dangle up off of it right there. Anyways, it's gonna end up something like that, trimmed up and whatnot. So I need to get my stuff together here in the garage. So I'm gonna get some of my tools out, and then we're gonna get to hacking on some of this metal and trimming some of this stuff up. It shouldn't take too long. Everything is gonna bolt together. I will have to do a little bit of trimming on this large aluminum piece here in order to get it to fit in between the actual receiver and the end of the ball. It's a little bit too wide right there. But anyways, we're gonna get after it. Stay tuned. All right, so I kind of know what measurements I need to do on this, and it's all dependent on if you're going to use this. It all depends on the pieces of material you have, the height of your vehicle, the size of your hitch, because not every receiver or whatever is the same size. You know, bigger trucks have, I think, a 3-inch, or is it a 3-inch or a 4-inch? This is a 2-inch receiver. If you have a smaller vehicle, it may have a smaller receiver on it, but I have a 2-inch hitch. Now, I did leave the hitch on the truck. I should have brought it in here, but I don't really need to. So I'm going to start cutting some pieces off of this. I am going to take 14 inches off of this long piece, and then this will be about the exact same width as the width of the wheels on the rear end, and then I will bolt the mud flaps on so they're just a little bit wider. This piece here, I'm going to cut a top plate, a bottom plate, and then a support bar. And actually, I can show you guys a picture. I stole this design straight from my buddy Greg. He did it for his vehicle. He has to pull a bunch of mowers down a gravel road. So if you can kind of see how that is put together right there, it's all the exact same material, same crossbar. The piece of aluminum was cut off the same stick that I have here. And then if you see over here, he's got the mud flap bolted on right there. But we're gonna go ahead and start cutting and drilling, and this shouldn't take very long. I'm just gonna cut everything with a grinder, and then, I don't know, I might drill stuff out on my drill press just to make sure everything is straight, and use it because I haven't used it in a while. You know, sometimes you got tools that you use once every couple of years. Some of them you use all the time, but they're always good to have around which is why I have the old table saw over there that doesn't get used much anymore. Always turn that over. Let's see, we'll get that plugged in. Got some ears here. Let me get some safety specs. All right, we've got our safety spectacles here. We'll use just some masking tape to mark out some lines here. Like I said, 14 inches. And this doesn't need to exactly be perfect, you know what I mean? But cut a piece of tape off here. I've got a nice, fairly straight line all the way around it. It's an easy way to mark your material. Check your ears for spideys. Alright. Alright, so that's cut to the appropriate length. We'll do a little bit of filing and stuff on the end of that for final finish. Trash. And we'll start marking out this piece to cut. So this end here isn't an absolute perfect 90, but I'm just going to work right off of that. Like, it's so close that you really can't even, it's not that big of a deal. See, just a hair off. You can't even see it on the video really. So we're going to make some cuts on that. Since this needs to go through here, I will probably just make it a little bit wider. Kind of see what looks good. Maybe even 3 inches or so. Since it is a 2-inch, no, we'll go 4. So I need 2 4-inch pieces, and then we'll probably use whatever's left for our other piece that we need. We'll cut this one piece out, and we'll use that piece to measure our second piece. I need to cut on that side of the line. Took a little longer to cut through than I thought it would. Scrap metal! Alright guys, so I got all the major rough edges off. We're going to go ahead and mark these out and start drilling our holes. I am going to sand these a little bit better before I've actually finished up, but I didn't want to cut myself. I'm going to put these all together, mark them out, mark out the top one, and then clamp them together, drill through all 3 of them at once on the drill press. That way I know everything is pretty much, should be centered up appropriately. Okay, this piece is 5/16. I've got everything marked out on here, and I've got some holes center punched, and that should line up with this. That was a little rough. My my vise over there, the jaws on it didn't clamp onto the bottom piece, so it was wiggling around a little bit. But if we can get this thing to slide through, that's all we need. There we go. Well, we've got our piece there to all bolt together. I need to get a couple holes drilled in this middle one, and then we'll figure out where we're going to mount the mud flaps on there. It's going to sandwich together just like so. This piece will go here, and then this will go on the bottom of the hitch. I might have to go get a longer U-bolt. Take this out in the driveway and see how it all fits together. All right, can you guys see me? So like I said, this piece, this longer piece here, is going to have to get trimmed because it won't lay flat inside of there. Alright guys, I kind of bolted it on, and I actually ended up turning this back around to face the front, and the reason I did that is because if I turn it around the other way, it pushes this whole thing back, which means I would need to notch this piece because this is too close. So I just turned it around, now it all fits. So now all I need to do is mark out, I'll do 4 holes on each side, and then figure out where I want those mud flaps to be at, bolt it together, and we should be good to go. I'm going to do a little bit of finish sanding on this, like I said. But yeah, we're about done. Well, I've got holes in them. I should be able to shove a bolt through there. I might have to open those up, but there are holes in them. Well, it looks pretty good. Nothing looks all right. Nothing's tightened down yet, so it's not sitting perfectly level. You can kind of see there's not a whole lot of space underneath. Should be wide enough. We're gonna cut it right below this line. Or should I just go above it? We'll go below it to get a little bit of weight off of there. And that is way up on the bumper. Hopefully that works out all right. So now I need to find something that I could actually cut that with. I don't know if I have any razor blades. I don't know what happened to my pack of razor blades that I had out here. All right, so this level's the best straight edge I have, but it'll work just fine, hopefully. At least to mark out the line. I've got like one razor blade in here, and then I've got a couple of these that are almost gone, but we should be able to at least get this started and get it cut off of here. Hopefully not screw it up too much. Well, flap uno is cut. Probably go look to see how well that fits, but we're just gonna move on to the next one. Well, there we go, guys. It's all finished up. It's bolted down tight. I'm not going to win any design awards, but it's going to work. The real test will be driving with it, but pretty satisfied with that. I kept the the flaps up pretty high because there will be stuff that comes through. I shouldn't have to worry too much about the middle. It is slightly wider than the tires, just slightly. I should have gone maybe a little bit wider, but I think that'll work just fine. I mean, it's going to keep 90% of the stuff off of the boat. And one final look of how that's stuck together. Really simple. I kind of wish I had a longer piece to support a little bit more of this, but that'll work just fine. So there we go. It's all finished up. And I guess on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. I got to get this one edited, get everything in here cleaned up because I've made a mess, and there's, look at that. It's all aluminum dust. So I've got a bit of cleaning to do in the garage here. So I got to get everything cleaned up and then get the boat hooked up, and I will be headed out early in the morning to do a little bit of fishing. Like I said, I'll be gone on a 3 or 4 day trip with the boat and some old friends of mine. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. This is something fairly simple that anybody can do. I mean, some drilling, some cutting, but no welding or anything like that. Everything just bolted together. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.